So we have yet another liberal protest set up for tomorrow. And I mean, honestly, when do we ever not have a liberal protest planned? But I think this one might be the dumbest one yet. But it could also be a really good thing for anybody who voted for Trump or just anybody who has a speck of sanity at all. Let's get into it. Welcome to my channel, Outspoken Samantha. I appreciate you being here. Do me a couple of favors, hit the thumbs up button. It really helps me in the algorithm. Also, I would love it if you would subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on your notifications so that you never miss out on a conversation like the one we're about to have. So to set this up so I can tell you what this protest is about, let's get into a little bit of the background here about what these people are so angry about, at least today. So what the far left liberal base has been brainwashed to believe is that DEI is necessary for anyone who is not white to succeed, and that people who have a darker skin color or who are anything other than conservative and straight need businesses and academic institutions and or government agencies to have hiring quotas based on things like sexuality, gender identity, and your skin color in order to achieve true diversity in the workplace, in education, and just in America in general. But what this has actually led to is discrimination in every area of our society that has implemented these policies, whether it be college admissions and scholarships, hiring and promotion in the workplace, or even recruitment in the military or getting a job in the government, because they're filling these positions with these diversity quotas in mind first, while putting merit, skill, and effort second, or as far down the list as they have to in order to achieve the appearance of diversity. Maybe you've already met your Asian quota for college admissions, but you don't have enough Black people yet. So even if the Asian person might have higher grades, they will be denied admission for someone with a different skin color who has lower grades if that person of the darker skin color helps the university reach their darker skin color quota. Same thing in our military, in our government, in things like medicine. So pretty much every area. And what this has done is lower the quality of things like education, of our military performance and readiness, of our government efficiency, and the productivity of businesses in general. It hasn't improved anything at all. And that was the intent of these things the whole time. These ideas are about destruction, but the brainwashed liberal left, who have accepted the nonsense that this is about diversifying a country that was built on racism, will never accept the truth. But despite their continued relentless commitment to misinformation, one of the main things that Trump promised Americans if he were to be elected again was to dismantle these practices. It was something that the majority of the country wanted. And these are just a couple of actions that have been taken. This post says, President Trump's officials just sent a notice to education heads in all 50 states warning that they have 14 days to remove all DEI programming from all public schools or lose federal funding. This other one says, Acting Secretary of the Air Force sent out this memo instructing the Air Force to shut down one of its DEI programs following Trump's executive order. There are countless department stores and corporations who have decided to roll back these practices. Forbes lists several of them here. Paramount will no longer use diversity targets tied to race or gender in hiring. It says Bank of America, BlackRock, Citigroup, Pepsi, JP Morgan Chase, Coca-Cola, Diamond, Goldman Sachs. Disney is making several changes to its DEI approach, including shifting its diversity and inclusion performance metric used to evaluate employees to talent strategy. So some of these are being rebranded, which we've got to watch out for. We've also got Amazon, Google, the Smithsonian, Target, McDonald's, Walmart, Lowe's. So I will link that article in the description box below if you're curious about which stores or which corporations, which businesses, which banks are complying with Trump's executive order. So now, in response to all of these businesses rolling back their DEI policies, stopping discrimination for those of us who can skip for what it is, they have decided to band together and call on all of their liberal activist friends to participate in an economic blackout tomorrow, February 28th. In this article by Forbes, it says, a consumer activist group founded by John Schwartz has launched a grassroots campaign to halt spending online or in-store and not use credit or debit cards for 24 hours on Friday, February 28th, in an attempt to disrupt the economic order and take back control of our economy, government, and future of this country. Key facts: the People's Union boycott calls for no spending on fast food, gas, or at major retailers, no Amazon, no Walmart, no Best Buy, starting at midnight on February 28th. Purchases deemed essential, i.e. food, medicine, emergency emergency supplies are permitted, but only in cash and with small local businesses. After the single-day spending pause, People's Union plans week-long protests against specific retailers, including Amazon, Nestle, and Walmart, and they have the dates listed there. And of course, what would an unhinged reaction be without Al Sharpton? This says Al Sharpton is calling on every American to join his 24-hour blackout on Friday, which involves boycotting companies that have abandoned DEI policies. He wants everyone not to purchase from stores, including Walmart, Amazon, Best Buy, and McDonald's. And he even wants people not to buy gas for their cars. But let's get input from a couple of people who are planning to do this and what they hope to accomplish, and encouraging others to join them.
Recently posted about the economic blackout 2025. I posted how on this Friday, February 28th, we are not buying a single thing all day. Now, a lot of you had questions, so I'm here to answer them. We are not buying a single thing because prices are too high. DEI initiatives were pulled back, and we can do this because we have power as people. Now let's get down to the details. Can you shop at small businesses? Yes. Those are not big corporations. We are not buying from Target, Walmart, Superstores, Home Depot, etc. The mom and pop shop down the street, can you go to it? Yes. Can you go to IHOP? No. McDonald's? No. Taco Bell? No. So many of you in the comments are saying, I can't do that. It won't work. Y'all, I'm telling you, one day, do not shop at a large corporation. This one day can take millions away from a company, just like they've stolen money from us over the years. A lot of you are saying one day won't do anything. Y'all, we have to start small, okay? You can barely agree to this. After one day, sure, we'll do a week, maybe a month, but it's really hard to even get people to commit to one day of no shopping.
So I think that they're already set up to fail. They're having a hard time even getting people to commit to one day. Also, is this about prices being too high, or are you just mad about DEI being rolled back? Because I've also noticed as people are talking about that, they aren't consistent about what it is that they're actually trying to accomplish. Also, I find it ironic that they're really concerned about corporations stealing their money, yet these are the same people that are protesting this massive cutback in government spending. At least this gal acknowledges the lack of clarity in their objectives.
The problem with this is that it doesn't actually give an aim, like what it's trying to achieve, or at least it doesn't give a specific one. It just says, like, show them the power of the people to like crumble the economy, which I think is a mistake. I think we should be very clear on what we want as a result of this action. And I think it should be the disbanding of Doge, right? It's one place to start. Obviously, there are many things that we want to change. But if we say that is our exact aim, and if you don't disband it after Friday's blackout, we will keep doing the blackout every Friday, or just extending it day by day, tanking the economy, which is what these care about, only money, until Doge is disbanded. And that will lead to, federal workers being restored to their positions in the national park system, everywhere that has seen these ridiculous cuts.
So now the goal is to dismantle Doge and restore the jobs of any federal worker that's been laid off recently. Well, good luck with that. I don't think your lack of Amazon purchases is really going to have that big of an impact, but these people clearly have no idea what is going on, and they don't care about corruption, and they don't care about wasteful spending. They don't care about their money being used for shady purposes. The message here is we're going to hold back our money from big corporations until you give money back to the people who are stealing our tax dollars from us and basically burning it in front of us. That's what they're saying. But what's even funnier, and you guys aren't even ready for this, is that in order to do this effectively, they are telling everyone to prepare ahead of time so that they don't have to spend tomorrow. So go buy your groceries beforehand, put gas in your car, make your online purchases before Friday, or wait until Saturday.
Everyone to prepare for this economic blackout that we are going to perform on the 28th of February. Be ready for it. Get your groceries, get your gas, be prepared ahead of time so that we don't do any spending on Amazon or any of these online businesses or anything of the sort. Want to continue to support small business locally? go ahead. But I encourage you to try to participate in a total blackout.
So yeah, buy everything you need, give money to these big corporations ahead of time, just don't do it on Friday. And I know if I get any liberals in my comments, they're going to tell me that this day is just a test. It's basically a warm-up to prepare for week-long or month-long blackouts in the future. But that also just means y'all will have to buy more to prepare for a longer period of time without spending. And I have no problem with supporting small businesses. That is something that we can agree on and we can unify on. Support small businesses. However, their support, as always, is very selective because these guys are the ones that told small business owners to suck it up during COVID when they had to close their doors due to the authoritarian shutdown policies. And they extended those policies for as long as possible. These guys were the primary advocates for the restriction of freedom and telling people who complained about it to shove it. I mean, ultimately, not much has changed, but this is why nobody takes the left seriously. As a small business owner myself, these guys have been harassing me for weeks and trying to tank my business and my livelihood because they disagreed with something I posted online. If you target a big corporation when you disagree with them, they'll likely still be standing at the end of it. But when you target a small business, it's a lot harder for them to survive. And for anybody wondering, my business is just fine. Not to mention, there are also areas of the country that have experienced rampant crime in the last few years. It's forced small businesses to shut their doors because of the very policies that these people support. So they are the leading cause of harm to small businesses, which again is why nobody believes them when they claim to back them now and why everyone is mocking this ridiculous protest. But one major point that these people are missing is that these corporations, as they rolled back their DEI policies, they were prepared to lose the woke left as their customers. They know that the majority of their revenue comes from sane, non-discriminatory, rational people. And they are far more concerned with losing our support than the few dollars that a blue-haired liberal activist living in their mom's basement whose main job is rage posting online would spend. The woke left is a minuscule part of the population, as the mentally ill usually are, and they are willing to risk losing these guys before losing any more support from us. As for tomorrow, this protest could be a great thing for non-woke, sane, rational shoppers. You don't even have to be a Trump supporter. You just have to have a speck of sanity running through your veins, because tomorrow there will be less competition for the items that you want to purchase, less likelihood of having to listen to some unhinged white liberal woman demanding to speak to a manager, and less likelihood of hearing someone yell at a retail worker for misgendering them. So tomorrow is a national shopping day of peace. This woman here has the right idea.
The other end of the, whatever you want to call it, the other side, way far out there, they are planning an economic shutdown day on February the 28th. They are saying, don't go to work, don't go to school, don't buy anything in store. Don't go buy a cup of coffee. Don't go buy a donut. Don't go to Walmart. Don't go anywhere. Don't do any grocery shopping. Don't do any online shopping for 24 hours. Shut them down. Show them we got the power. And it's like they're demanding it. Well, here's my plans for February 28th, because it's the last day of the month. I'm going to be at Sam's at 8 a.m. and I am going to shop, shop, shop. And then I'm going to go to HEB and I'm going to shop, shop, shop. And then I'll probably go by Brookshire's and do a little bit more shop, shop, shopping. And then I'm going to come home and I'm going to place a Walmart order online and probably something from Amazon too. Because you know what? I ain't going to try to do an economic shutdown.
So there you go. Spread the word, shop till you drop. Go to your save for later cart on Amazon, load up your shopping basket, and shop. Head to Walmart or even Target if you've forgiven them for the kids' collection of Pride clothing from 2023, which I have not, but if you want to, you can shop with them. And if your significant other protests, tell them it's for a good cause. Anyway, that is all I have for you in this one. Please hit the thumbs up button. I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel and help me to grow this channel. Keep it real, guys, and I will see you in the next one.